Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing a special video here over at Autofab. We're going to be doing a walk around through the whole fiberglass section of the shop. Just kind of go through, check everything out. And yeah, we got Christian here, got Tyler from Car Tech. This is your first video with us?
No. I mounted Volkswagen tires by hand.
Yes,
when we started the truck too, he was there.
Yes, true. So Tyler's been in a couple videos. You always hear us talking about him, always helping us out with parts. You need parts from Car Tech, this is your guy right here. Give him a call.
I have business cards in my truck, but imagine one here.
All thrown in right there. Cool. So we're over here, over at the fiberglass section with Robert. What are you working on over here?
Well, I'm working on these step-side fenders right here. I'm getting ready to clean them up and send them out the door.
Cool.
I have to replace the other side because I guess the guy rolled the truck. And so what happens when you roll the truck, you get to repair the one side of it.
Yeah. So this is Robert, and you kind of want to explain your role here at Autofab?
Okay, what I do here is I manufacture and build off-road fenders for the off-road community. And so we have all these molds here from 61 to 96. And I have F-150s and F-100s.
Yeah, so you guys have seen like the glass that we have on the 92 F1 build and on Christian's daily driver as well.
And the tube chassis.
Yeah, exactly. That's all built by this guy right here, laying it down by hand.
That's right. And so I'm really jazzed that these guys are here today to visit the shop, and we're going to be doing a little walk around. So
yeah, so we kind of already passed it. You have a lot of cool posters and just kind of memorabilia in here. Do you want to talk about anything in specific?
So what we got here, you guys, I have a few pictures on the wall of the Rough Riders. We got Dave Ashley and Rob McCackern. And if you notice, the guys are dressed in cowboy outfits. Mm-hmm. And so basically, you see all the trucks spread out like horses out there. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And so, yeah, once I started working here back in the early 90s, this is what I was doing, was building all the Rough Rider glass.
And so I didn't even realize they had a Bronco as well.
Yes, they did. Dan Smith was driving the Bronco, and you had Dave Ashley driving the four-wheel drive F-150, and Rob McCackern driving the two-wheel drive F-150.
So you built the glass for those trucks, right?
Yes, I did.
And so what was that, like early 90s, mid 90s?
It was back from 1991 to 1996.
Okay. So how did you kind of get into fiberglass?
Well, I got was building yachts at Night Harbor when I got out of high school, and I've always wanted to work on cars. Mm-hmm. And so I kind of was looking around in different places to work, and then I got a job working at Fibertech, and it was kind of fun there. I was doing some car stuff, but then a friend of mine brought me down here at Autofab, and he showed me this glass shop. So when I walked into this place, I fell in love. It was like I met my wife.
Yeah.
So we've been together ever since, and I've been here a little over 20 years now.
I didn't realize until we came here today that like your glass is named after these guys. So like the Ashley style and the Vessel style, that's all named after these guys.
Yeah, because we got these racer guys, huge guys, and you know they will come to us and build a one-off part. And when we usually do that, we usually name it the glass after them.
We already did a little bit of a walk through here with Robert, so we've seen some of this stuff. And one thing that I thought was really cool was how you did your fiberglass and cut it up for each of the molds.
Okay, so what I do is I come in here with a template, and I get a size of what I need for what order I'm going to use, and I cut the material out to the size on this table.
So it's all hand done.
Yeah,
It's
so you
all
get a
hand
big
done.
roll, put the
this
template
mat,
on it,
and
then
I got
cut
the
it.
2-ounce mat, and then we have our cloth, which is so important. It gives us the strength. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna do a little bit of fiberglass learning.
Okay,
so I don't know much
what
about
I'm
it.
gonna do first, okay, this is our famous Autofab Bronco bedsides with the gas door. And what I do first, I get the mold and I clean it, and then I wax them up.
Okay.
And then once the wax is all completed and stripped off, I go ahead and I spray the gel coat on it, 17 mils. And either spray them gray, black, or white.
Yeah, and your specialty's like the gray that we see on that fender right there.
And again, yeah, Autofab gray has been so popular, and I've been running that color ever since, and that's how we can recognize our fenders.
And you said that was a mixture you came up with, right?
Yeah, it's a mixture of black and white, and if you look at the pigments of the color, it looks bluish.
It does, yeah.
You know, and so I like that. And so
Yeah, it's a unique color for sure.
it's a very unique color, and I see this color out there, you know, with other vehicles, and I'm starting to fall in love with it.
Yeah, and the cool thing is when you see the glass on the truck and it's that color, you know it's your glass.
Exactly.
nobody
Like everybody else uses white usually. Yeah.
Everybody uses white, and they will not use that color. So
And so, do you lay down the gel coat, and then what's kind of the
once I lay the
process
gel
from there?
coat down and it dries for 24 hours, then I come back and I cut the material on the table I just showed you, and I go in here and lay the glass in here, and then roll it out by hand. I do have a chopper gun. You know, I do that some stuff, but I go most of the stuff. I don't use the chopper gun no more.
So
I want everything done by hand.
Is that when it just kind of sprays out the
Yeah,
fiberglass?
and I'll show you that machine around the corner that we have. We have 2 of them, but again, most fiberglass shops have a chopper gun.
So when does like that cloth that you're talking about, when does that come into play?
Okay, after I lay down the mat and wet it all out, and then you know, run the air bubbles out, and then I lay the cloth down on top of that, which gives it the straight. And then I place the business card right underneath the glass.
Yeah, you can
Yep.
see that on all your glass.
Always,
Yep.
yeah, to recognize our part.
One thing I definitely didn't realize is that the glass on our truck is the same glass that you made for these trucks originally. I didn't know it was the same exact mold
Matter of
and
fact,
everything.
Exactly. So I'm going to show you something really quick, you guys. These
I
are the
recognize
front
that.
fenders of the vessel mold.
That's so rad.
And they're worn out, but I'm still making parts out of them.
Yeah, so when was this mold made?
This mold was made back in 1992.
And it's you've built every single set of front fenders out of the
Out of
same
this
mold.
mold. The same ones came out of for Robbie Gordon and Frank Vessel and Christian
Yeah.
Yep.
on Pamela.
Yep,
Yeah.
and our
And
truck.
yeah, it's
Pamela
pre-runner.
for our truck,
And
for
the center.
Bruce's truck,
Yep.
before we pushed the front forward. But
Yep.
oh,
So
gnarly.
what's kind of like the lifespan on a mold? Is it all about how you take care of it? Is that a
Yeah, the lifespan of a mold is about 30 years, and after the
Jeez.
30 years, the structure of the composite material starts to break down,
Okay.
and that's basically we have molds in here that are 30 years old.
Yeah.
I'm
Well, this
still
is
making
this is
parts out
getting
of
close
them.
to it.
Yeah, it's
Right,
good.
but again, I'm going to have to address and build another one.
Yeah.
I have made out of the vessels, bedsides, I made the 6-inch flared Bronco bedsides for 40s, for the Bronco guys who want to run 40s.
So this like you can buy these from you guys right now if you're
Right
running
now.
40s. You can come
place
pick
an
them
order
up.
and I will. These are brand new. These were made last year, and this was a guy who came to me, Tank, and he wanted some Bronco bedsides for 40s. I thought he was crazy.
Yeah.
But he had the money to do it, and we did it. So here they are, and we've already got a few of them out there. Michael Cox is running these bedsides on
Okay.
the truck, and Jason Laughlin is too.
Yep.
So again, this is something I made. I'm very proud of. And again, it's crazy to think that you can run a 40-inch tall tire in a Bronco.
Yeah.
this is
That
what
came
I
with
have
what,
here.
31s?
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. So anybody out there who's got money and wants a custom part built like this, just come here and I'll do it for you. I made some door molds for the Nora guys. My boss John Emke's running these on his Nora truck, and then the Moss brothers who are running the Bronco, Class 8 champions, they're running these doors on their Bronco. I made these for them a couple years ago. They ran the Nora. They checked the doors every day on their rest time on this race.
For
to
cracks?
check for cracks.
Okay.
And by the time they got back home, the doors were still in one piece.
Mhm.
And so they were actually race proven. So now I'm actually selling these out to the public. So if you want these doors, there's 1974 doors, any body style, I will make the doors for you.
That's cool that you guys like prove them before you start selling them to the public.
Yeah, most of everything in this glass shop is all race proven.
Yep.
It's already been made, put on a race truck or a trophy truck or a pre-runner or a street truck, and it's been out there doing its thing.
I want to go back to these real quick. So
Okay.
you make them in 2 pieces, and then did
Yeah,
you say
so,
you like
okay.
how do you connect them
Okay, so
together?
what I do is I spray these things like I do the rest of the molds.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is the outer part of the door, and this is the inner part of the door.
Mm-hmm.
So what I do is I go ahead and spray both parts, the gel coat, lay them up just like I do the rest of the parts in here, and then once these are done, I glue these things together. And once they're glued, I come back inside and glass the seams inside.
Okay.
So it's nice and strong.
Yes,
Yeah.
instead of just leaving them like this. You
Yeah.
know, I could leave them glued like that, like our inner panels.
Mhm.
They work fine. But no, I wanted to give it a little more strength. And doing that, it's become race proven.
Yep.
Right here I have a brand
This is
new
cool.
Raptor mold for a 92 and 96. It's got the Raptor Louvers. And what I've done here in the center, I've raised the body lines up. Used the ones out here and raised the body lines out in the center.
Yeah,
give
so
it
like
that look.
we have the Autofab hood on our pre-runner too, but this one, like you said, has the vessels on it, or the yeah, I guess just the louvers.
The louvers, yeah.
And then the center part is raised up to match the other body lines. So it's like, this is a rad. Like, I kind of want to run this hood on our truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice, dude. I'm telling you, this is, you know, I mean, though I love the hoodie that you have on your truck.
Yeah.
It's a plain,
Oh,
you know,
yeah, it's so clean.
F-150
Yeah, it's clean,
Bronco hood.
but I
This
like
one's
this a
got
lot.
style in it, yes.
Yeah, one thing that's just come to mind now that I wanted to ask you is, like, when I think of your glass, I always have recognized that it's a little bit thicker than other people's glass.
Right, and again, we're going back to the race-proven products. Okay, I will laminate two plies of mat, 2.5 ounce, and run a 3 ounce cloth, and basically it's given the fender
Some rigidity.
Yeah.
exactly for it to do its job out in the Baja.
So you're doing repair on this
Yeah,
specific
this one here,
Bedside?
guy bashed up the rear, and so we're going to put it back in the mold and then repair it, and then Frankenstein a piece back on there like it was brand new. And so that's what I got to do with this bed, just another repair. And it's part of off-road. A lot of repairs I have to do.
Yeah, we're lucky we haven't had to mess with the glass too much yet.
No.
And this right here is the mold for our rear fenders.
Yeah.
Yep.
So these are the molds for the Frank Vessel bedsides. They're 6-inch flared and a huge wheel opening.
Again,
Yeah.
original from the 90s.
Yeah, these are the original bedsides that we made for Frank Vessel and Robbie Gordon. And then when we get a stock part and we're going to modify it to make a mold, we would obsessively make those body lines straight.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could put a laser across them from door to the rear light, and you're going to see a straight line on that.
Yeah.
And that is one thing I'm very proud of.
Our truck is a testament to that. The
Yeah.
body lines on our truck are laser straight.
Yeah,
Literally perfect.
Some other glass you see, like the body line will kind of droop, especially if they got big bulge on them. But that's cool that you retain all that geometry.
And it's so important to have it, you know, because you know, there's guys out there who really don't care, but there's guys who really want this quality, and they're going to get it no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm giving. I don't care who you are out there. You buy glass from me. I don't care if you're Robbie Gordon or the guy down the street. I'm going to give you the same glass, you know, the same quality.
Yeah,
and
that's
that goes
awesome.
for everybody.
Yeah, and like you were saying before, it's like a dying breed. There's not many people doing this by hand, just going at it still.
No, again, I've been doing this for almost 35 years now. I'm playing with fiberglass. And I don't see myself stopping anytime soon.
Yeah.
So I am still in my prime. I'm still hungry, and I'm still happy making glass.
That's
I
awesome.
love my job.
Yep.
I love what I do here.
So we just got wrapped up doing a walk around over here at Autofab. We've never been in this fiberglass area, didn't know who was doing the fiberglass or anything, so to be able to come and do kind of a behind the scenes thing was really cool. What did you think of the whole thing?
I thought it was awesome. Being able to actually mess with this fiberglass before on our truck, being able to mount it and just see that whole process and how well the glass actually fits, and now to be able to put a face to the name of that fiberglass is just super awesome. And being able to see how all this stuff works with the molds and all that, I had no idea how any of this stuff works with fiberglass. So to be able to see this whole process and see what goes into doing that and how perfect everything is that comes out of these molds is just, it's awesome.
Yeah, I'd even be willing to say that fiberglass is more of like an art form than
100%.
fabrication in some cases.
Yeah.
Because in fabrication, sometimes you're just connecting tubes, whereas this, you're like, you kind of have a vision that you want to get for the fender, and then you got to shape it yourself exactly how you want it.
Yeah.
So I think that whole side of things is really cool. But I want to give Robert a big thank you for going through this whole area with us. It was awesome meeting with him and seeing how he does business and builds all of this stuff for these trucks. If you guys are in the market for any sort of glass or anything for OBS trucks or older Chevys and stuff, definitely check them out. Like we went through this whole video, they have really thick glass, which is why we're a big fan of it.
The quality is definitely there.
Quality is there, lines are all perfect. So if you guys are in the market for glass, definitely check them out. But that's gonna wrap it up for this video. If you guys liked it, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.
Peace!
In and out.